ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Fisher & CA 44mm Baumuster Flieger. This is from a brand called Manufakturwerk, which is based in Hamburg, Germany. These watches actually are assembled in Hamburg, Germany, and they also are a producer of some pretty fine custom German watch bands as well, which is pretty cool. I have experienced their watch bands and they are of really good quality. They're all handmade. They use a lot of unique materials. And actually I do have an extra one to show you as well, which I've tried out for a few months and I've been using it a lot. Anyway, it comes in this leather kind of grainy zip-up pouch here, as you can see. Pretty simple, nice zip open, pretty nice pouch actually. Feels pretty good. Inside, as you can see, it does state Hamburg and the watch company. Inside, you do get your watch. Pretty simple packaging. I think it's sufficient. Feels a pretty good quality. Now here in front of you is the actual Flieger itself. Push this and get it going. As you can see, it's in the matte blue dial. There's two different dial options. They have a matte black dial and then this matte blue dial. It's 44mm in terms of actual diameter size, so it's kind of considered a larger pilot's watch. It's a A-style dial. These Fliegers are most popular in Germany from brands such as Laco, Vempe, IWC, in the past during World War II, obviously. And this is from Hamburg, Germany. These are assembled in Hamburg, Germany, which is pretty cool. Now, this company, Manufakturwerk, they've been producing watches since 2010 for, a group of small clients or customers that kind of, give their own opinion and try to create watches, which is pretty cool. This one was actually created by them as a standard series. It's priced at around 689 euros, which is 7 and change in US dollars, which is not that bad. It's actually really good quality. You're getting a German assembled Flieger from Hamburg, Germany, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, so we have a solid 316L stainless steel case here, as you can see, with that matte blue dial. Very legible dial. It's pretty much brushed all around. We get that large onion crown with logo on the actual crown here, which is actually very grippable. Nice size crown. Not too bad there. So yeah, like I stated, everything is pretty much brushed here, and the brushing is actually really smooth. Everything is finely tuned. Everything is very nice, as you can see here. So we get 44mm in terms of actual diameter. We get a pair of 22mm lug widths here. Lug to lug, top to bottom, you're looking at 51mm, which is actually pretty short for a 44mm watch, so it helps it wear a little bit smaller. But these watches are basically all dial. They're very legible. They're very easy to read. You want to read these at a quick glance. If you were, for example, in a fighter airplane or a fighter jet, and you wanted to quickly read your time, you'd have to kind of glance this and read it quick, hence the great increased legibility of these watches, which they were intended for back in their early days. Anyway, the watch itself, in terms of actual case thickness, we're looking at about 12mm, which is really thin, very thin. I was quite surprised at the actual thickness. 12mm top to bottom, that's including that flat sapphire crystal, which does have anti-reflective coating, as you can see there. Nice anti-reflective coating, very easy to read, very legible in all conditions. Nice matte blue dial, kind of like a light blue, which is really nice there. I think it goes nice with the whole Flieger theme. A bright blue kind of looks out of place. If you're staying true to form from the older style Fliegers. We do get that nice reference triangle at the 12 o'clock as well, which is quite typical of a Flieger A-style. Nice pilot style hands filled with Tritech Superluminova. There's actually some really good lume on this watch. I will get you a lume shot towards the end of the video so you can check it out. 5 ATMs of water resistance on this model. Like I said, this is not a dive watch. This is not a sports watch. 50 meters. Obviously, you can take it in the rain. If you happen to wash your hands and then get it wet, it's going to be fine. Definitely don't take it swimming with you. We get a pull and push crown here, as you can see. We do get a exhibition case back as well. I'm actually going to reveal the movement. As you can see, we get a nice Swiss automatic movement with a custom rotor. This is the SW400. I like how they put real screws on the case back holding it down. Very true to form. They did put a custom rotor on it. Exhibition case back, Fisher & CA Hamburg, which is pretty cool. And just some basic specifications. Swiss automatic movement, water resistant 5 ATM, all stainless steel. Yeah, pretty simple. Like, Fliegers are quite simple watches, guys, so there's not much to go over on some of these watches. But yeah, SW400, we get a larger date window as well, which is actually 30% larger than the ETA 2824. As you can see here, very large date wheel, very legible. That white matches the hands and all the numerals as well, which is very nice. long sweeping seconds hand. Now this movement beats at 4 hertz, which is 28,800 beats per hour. We also do get hacking, we get hand winding, which is actually really smooth. Very easy to operate with this larger style crown as well. We get a quick set date as well, as you can see here. Everything functions as it should. And then you can pull out to the final position, you can set the time here. So very easy to use, very easy to function as it should. Comes on a very nice custom made band here, as you can see, which is 22 millimeters. Really nice. You can get a glimpse of this. Really nice. We get a custom buckle here, 2 safety keepers, white stitching as well. As you can see on the back side, 22 millimeters. Handmade in Germany, like all their watch bands. 22 millimeters, Manufakturwerk, which is the company. Like I said, I'll drop a link to them down in the description below, because I think their straps are really exceptional. They're really, really nice. I love their bands. I think they do a great job. They come in a little bag as well, which is pretty cool. But anyway, in terms of accuracy, this one is keeping about 5 to 7 plus a day, which I think is really good for an SW400, which is not cost regulated or anything like that. You can expect about a 38-hour power reserve out of the SW400, has 26 joules as well. But yeah, just a really nice looking watch. Obviously, if you have a really small wrist, this might not be for you. I think it just fits on my wrist. I have to say, this is probably one of the most legible watches I've worn in a very long time. It's extremely legible. I mean, just glancing at it, you can read the time. And, thanks to those larger numerals, kind of thicker style hands, the white on the matte blue. The blue doesn't pop out too much, so you can really read the time with that white over here on all the numerals and the reference triangle on the hands, and that long, thin pencil sweeping seconds hand. Very simple dial, print work at 12, as you can see, Fisher & Chia Hamburg, automatic above the 6. I think they did a great job. No quality control issues or anything like that, and I think it looks really nice. Anyway, I want to show you guys the actual lume, because the lume is actually pretty good on this watch, as it should be for a Flieger. As you can see, the lume is quite bright. It glows a green color. We get loomed hands, we get a loomed reference triangle, and we get loomed on all the plots going around the dial. I think it's definitely sufficient for a Flieger, definitely good enough, and it does last pretty long, I must say. It's a pretty good lume, very neatly applied, and I think it looks pretty good, guys. Now the band itself, they do state it's a vegetable tanned with olive leaves, genuine leather band, which is something new to me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty flexible straight out of the box, has a nice feeling to it. Obviously, it's custom made in Germany. They cut it, they do everything themselves, stitched over here, and as you can see, when you get a custom handmade band, it's not going to be 100% perfect. There might be a little marking or something over there because it's actually made by hand, not by machine. But I think it has a nice look on this watch. I'm actually going to throw it on a different band from Manufakturwerk, which I actually have from a few months ago. Let me show you that. As you can see here, this is one of their bands, which actually I've been wearing for a while. I've broken it in. It was kind of broken in already when it came, but as you can see, it's really nice. I love the black on the back side, quick release pins, Manufakturwerk, as it's stated here. As you can see, handmade in Germany as well. Just a really nice band. I really like the kind of worn look I've got from it, from using it. I've been using it on an Orient Flieger, actually, which I purchased about a year ago. But I think this band really suits this nice blue dial, kind of tones it down a little bit, gives it a more vintage feeling. So I want to throw it on this Manufakturwerk band to show you guys how it looks on my 6.5-inch wrist. As you can see, I strapped it to this band from Manufakturwerk, which I've been wearing for a while. It just has a really nice vintage look to it when it really wears in this leather. It's super smooth. It's almost like a suede-ish feeling. It's really nice. And nice proportionate buckle as well. As you can see on the back side, all black there, which is a pretty cool band. White end stitching as well on this one. It just wears a little thinner on my wrist for a 44mm case diameter. I think it fits me a bit better on this Manufakturwerk band. I believe I paid like 40 euros for this band. I think they're on their website. You can check them out on their website after the video. As you can see on my 6.5, 6.75-inch wrist, lug to lug, the watch actually wears pretty good. It wears really low to the wrist. It's 12mm thick, so I mean, look at that side profile for a 44mm watch. It wears really thin, really close to the wrist. Wears really thin, 12mm in terms of thickness. As you can see, that legibility is just really, really good. Very good legibility, I must say. It looks really nice on the wrist. I must say, it does look a lot more expensive than it does. And it does feel a lot more expensive than it actually costs on the wrist. So furthermore, guys, I think we're looking for, a German assembled, Flieger, coming from the true, Flieger land, which is Germany. I definitely think it's a brand to look out for. Definitely check them out. I think they're making pretty cool stuff. Their bands are really, really nice. I must say, if you do purchase one of their genuine leather bands, you're not going to be disappointed. They're very, very nice, very comfortable. They last the test of time. This one is from like 8 or 9 months ago. I've been using it a lot, and as you can see, this thing is great. Just really nice band. As for the watch, I think they did a great job. There were no quality control issues. The shipping was pretty fast, considering it came from Germany. About 3 or 4 business days, and it arrived at my door. But yeah, great lume, great movement, SW400, nice proportions, great solid 316L stainless steel case, finished very nicely. It definitely feels really good. Doesn't feel cheap, nothing like that whatsoever. I think for the price around $700, I think you're getting a lot for your money. It's a watch that's going to last you a very long time. It is also a style that will not go out of style. These have been worn, they've been produced obviously by other big Swiss brands for, numerous years, and they're still selling today. So if you want something like that, for a fifth of the price, basically getting the same exact quality, definitely check them out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews coming at you with the new Baumuster. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, from Fisher & Say from Manufakturwerk from Hamburg, Germany. Really cool watch. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll chat more below.